Alright, what's up everybody? This is Captain J Brown, Weekend Hooker, and this is a walk around of my Eastward 2400 Seaward by Eastward Boats out of Florida. And like I say, we're just going to do a quick walk around to the boat. Picked this boat up a little over a month ago. Got about 135 hours on her so far. Back up here. So I'm standing out just here by the house where I keep her. See about how she sits on the trailer. The Mercury 200s, I'm gonna do a completely separate video on them. So far, so good. Absolutely love them. They're V6s. I think 3.2 liters. A lot more torque than my former inline 4 Yamahas and Suzuki's 4 cylinders, 200 horsepower. We are swinging Inertia Eco props, and they are a 16-inch prop, 17 pitch. Obviously this is the right hand, and then this is the left hand motor here. So the Eastward has the Armstrong bracket. As you can see the rigging. This here is where the ladder comes down. It's a big ladder, so you got to kind of be in slightly deeper water. The boat drafts just under the black line there. So you can see the hull of the boat right here, and you can see, you know, that area right there is pretty much where it drafts. I've got some pictures that I've posted on The Whole Truth. But the bracket itself is a full running surface bracket. You can see how it steps up off the lower section of the hull. And the Eastward has a flat section here. So when you're running in a trailing sea, unlike World Cat and some other famous, not to be named here, catamarans, they have a rounded hull section at this point. Well, this flat section carries all the way up front, and I'll show you that here in a second. But anyway, that water steps up, grabs onto the lower end of the Armstrong, and then as you can see, hits the motors. So the way that water's coming up, I may need to move the motors up one notch. I mean, as you can see here, we're already at the very bottom of where they can be, so I can move them up. Little improvised strap here, heavy duty strap. Got some seatbelt covers from Old Wally World to put in here to keep it from scratching. But it's it's not that heavy of a boat behind my Ram 1500. I had an Albemarle 24 Cuddy, and it's probably about the same. You can feel the weight, but with airbags and tow haul mode and keeping her at 62 mile an hour, she's really not that bad. So we have 215 75 R14 tires here. These are who knows, probably some China made Rainier STs, so they are probably made in China. I'm gonna get rid of them and put some Goodyear assurances on it. The trailer is nice. Tow's good. Tow's really good, actually. Walk up front here, get a front to back view. Alright, so there is a little flare here, but I can promise you, these strakes, these reverse chines, water hits here, then hits here, and then hits here. And when you're at planing speed, it's more of a semi-displacement hole. I mean, you're pretty much sitting in the water about right here. That water comes up and hits. It hits here, and hits here, and it's getting throwed out this way. Obviously, windy day, I don't care what kind of boat you're on, you're gonna get wet, but this one's been pretty good so far in what we've had it in. So the Magic Tilt trailer is an all welded. This has a 10,000 pound gross combined weight rating on it. It carries the boat pretty well. You can see, let's get in here, show you the tunnel. You can see the drain for the live well right here. It's 55-ish gallons measured. and it will flat empty itself in just over about a minute and a half. So nice round tunnel. In the last 7 years of running all the catamarans that I've run, which is an extensive list, if you have any questions on specific ones, reach out to me, because I've run them, I promise you. There's a reason why it took me 7 years to find the right boat. That's because they weren't making these. Thank God I checked it out. I was getting ready to buy a 20V new 28 GFX, because those are badass boats and ride really good, but for $100,000 more, I said, nah, I'm gonna go with the Eastward. Pretty much same overall length. When you take into account the Euro transom design, you still get the same amount of boat overall. That's me closing my wife's van door she just left open. So anyway, quick walk around. I don't know what else to tell you. 2-inch coupler. You know, it's a nice setup. The ladder here is phenomenal. If you buy a catamaran, hell, I don't care if you're buying a catamaran or a monohull, get a ladder on the front of it. Easily do this by yourself. You need nobody's assistance. These boats come on and off the trailer really, really good. These are float on styles. So everybody with a catamaran, float them on, right? But whenever you get this inside bunk to grab right here and here, I mean, it's well, you can't go anywhere else. I mean, it puts itself on the trailer. You can see it's all welded. Very, very nice. Now these trailers do come with dual axle brakes. Yep, I'm gonna climb down through here, down the tunnel, and underneath the boat here, which is pretty nice. Good place for the kids to play hide and seek. Stainless dual axle brakes work very, very well. Anyway, so you're flat, right? You're flat all the way up until you start to curve up and really get into that nice edge that these boats have. But one thing I guess we're missing that WorldCat does is they drill little holes right here, because that's supposed to allow some water to hit back and go up in that little wave break and not sneeze. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's false. WorldCat sneezes, Eastward sneezes, they all sneeze. It's physics. You're not going to do anything about it. You can mitigate it, right? Now this big round tunnel, I promise you, the taller the tunnel and the rounder the tunnel, right, the less tunnel slap you're going to get. This water comes up in and hits, comes up in and hits. There's some running footage of some Eastwards on Dave East's YouTube page. Go look at that and look how this boat runs. Look how the 30-footer runs, and you will see how the water's coming off of these chines, how it's getting pushed down. But you'll also see how that water's coming up in here and hitting each other. Mr. Billy Freeman did some research on his own. He builds a dang good boat, and one of the biggest reasons for why his boat performs the way it does is because of his big, tall, round tunnels. They simply outperform a low, flat tunnel. I don't care what you say. It's physics. The lower the tunnel, the flatter, the faster it's going to make contact with water, and there's nothing you can do about that. So when this thing's in the water, you can swim the length of the tunnel without bumping your head. I've got some pictures on The Whole Truth. I think I put those pictures on there, but anyway, let me crawl down through here. I'm 5'7" and a half. And I can crawl with just bending over, so it's pretty tall. Sits on the trailer pretty tall. Put a radar on it, you're gonna need to be careful. You can see these kick downs, right? These reverse chines on the Armstrong bracket that helps push some water down. You can see here, this is angled. I don't know how much you can actually see that that's angled, but that is angled slightly down to push some water down. All right, well, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, hit me up. You know, I've done 7 years worth of research, riding boats, center consoles, and getting ready to buy a Kevlar Cat, because these were great holes the early or 99, 2000 models. But found this, wanted a center console, and she's a bad boat, I'm telling you. She's a bad boat. Worth the money. You'll pay less for this boat with twin 200s than you'll pay for a 26 twin V with twin Suzuki 150s. Same electronics package as I've got. That's a different video. But like I say, check them out. Now, yeah, you're gonna have to wait. And yes, it's a custom build. You can build the boat with 115s on a trailer with just standard leaning posts for around 90, 95,000, I think. Don't hold me to that because you have to talk to Dave. But yeah, damn good boat. And they are built to carry weight, so you can put a lot of weight in them. Anyway, any questions, reach out. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Peace out.